Good evening. Today is Friday, December 2nd, 2022. It's 5:30 p.m. here in East Cleveland, Ohio, and we are here at Nela Park to see the Christmas lights. This is the very first time that I've ever been to Nela Park. They are presented by GE Lighting, and this is their 98th annual Christmas lights display. They kicked off yesterday, so December 1st. They officially lit the display for this year, and this year's theme is Holiday Delighter, featuring 11 colorfully lit vignettes with snowmen, giant-sized ornaments, illuminated castle, hot air balloons, etc. So, since this is my first time here, I'm not quite sure if it's just all down Noble Road from here. I did see another group walking, and I asked them, they said, yeah, you just pretty much go, you can start down here and keep going. I'm not sure how well the lighting will show up on my camera. If you notice, there is like an iron gate here, so I can't like walk all the way up to the decoration. So I'm going to try to zoom in on my camera like that. And then hopefully, the footage isn't too blurry, but hopefully it also gives you a nice shot of all the colorful lights. So you can see this one has a snowman theme. One thing I should make note of is that the wind is pretty prominent today. It's about 20 miles per hour, even though it's 49 degrees. So you kind of get the fairly warm December weather, but it does still feel chilly with that wind. And you can see the wind blowing those lights over there. Oh, not blowing them too much right now. That's sort of like an archway. One other note, and I'm picking this up from like a Channel 5 news article, is that it said over 500,000 GE LED lights are used throughout the display, and that these lights last 10 times longer than traditional holiday lights and save up to 80% in energy cost. Let me walk a little bit further to get beyond the gate. So this area has a lot of circular themes with like individual artwork inside of each circle. Like this one is two kids pushing snowballs to build a snowman, and the next one actually is the snowman itself. Christmas tree with a dog and a person hanging an ornament, another person rolling a snowball, and then another snowman illuminated, and then this next one on the side of the wall here is a bunch of ornaments. They actually do have some physical ornaments here too, right in front, but on the wall is lit ornaments with green strands of strings up to the roof. So this one here looks like it's a castle. Since we're up close to this one, I can actually zoom out and give a normal perspective. You've got almost like a 3D looking castle with the triangles on top to form the peaks of the castle. So it looks like it extends over there. Let me first do a little walk around this area. Got some trees. I believe I'm zoomed out at the moment. We're gonna have more lighting down that way too as a pop can blows in the wind past me. So this part we can at least walk up to, so I don't necessarily have to zoom in. Oh, Nela Park. There we go. I was wondering if any of the lights would like spell out Nela Park, kind of introducing where you're located. And this parking lot does say visitor parking. But it's like, I'm assuming like hot air balloons that are carrying each of the letters for Nela Park. Just in case it's hard to see, I'll do one zoom in on that too. I like that little tree there with the ornaments. They got several of those trees lined up. I do have to be cautious because there's cars driving in to park. This is another kind of Nela Park sign, I believe. Or no, this one's more GE lighting, the symbol for that. Oh, how did I miss that? I didn't even notice until now that there's a big Christmas tree back there. Now we're up close to a couple of bells. That one's more of a 2D bell, but this one's a 3-dimensional bell. I assume that they change up the theme every year, which would be cool if they did to make it like a unique experience every year. But 98 years, hard to believe. I mean, of course, I haven't lived 98 years, but hard to believe in my 30 plus years that this is my first time seeing it. So when I come back in a future year, I'll be able to do my own comparison. But if you're in the comments viewing this, feel free to tell us if you've seen Nela Park in the past. They've got a selfie station here, so you can do a selfie. I gotta stand back. Alright, now this one I may have to zoom in a little bit. Seems like some more hot air balloons, but then also strands of Christmas lights or strands of ornaments, along with another tree. I think I'm going to try to do it both, like walk up to it when it's not zoomed in, and then as I get closer I'll zoom in a little to get the both perspectives. Like that on my preview camera just looks like a big ball of light. But when you actually get closer, it's like a flower vase with the greenery. And now that I zoom in on my preview screen, you can see it. So hopefully that shows up. I really like the scene that's coming up down here with the green Christmas tree, because actually with the red strands that they have lit up on it, it looks like almost like a Christmas tree you'd put in your house, but I don't know, for some reason it stands out very nicely to me, along with a train car lit up. I wonder if there's ever a time when they open part of these gates to allow you to come up closer. I'm guessing no. It is a bit far back, so I'm going to zoom in so you can see the train a little bit more. There's the tree I was referencing. Really like how that looks. Oh, we've got Santa Claus a little bit behind the tree. And we have a little bit of stretch here with no lights until we reach the next building. So let's go ahead and walk a little faster up to that. Seems like we have some cutouts, and there's an arrow that says Gnomesville pointing to the right. You've got a snowman, some trees, an igloo house, a tree, and the snowman, and then the arrow again is pointing Gnomesville to the right. So is this Gnomesville over here? I guess that's these are, I guess, yeah, they're gnomes. It's hard to see from the perspective that I was initially looking at them at, but I guess that's like the beard underneath, and then like the head, and then the hat. So these must all be gnomes that are lit up. And the only reason I'm going so close is because otherwise, if I go like back here, I think the gate might prevent you from seeing them. So I kind of have my camera pointed above the gate. Not to knock on Gnomeville, it's, you know, cool to have any of them, but compared to the rest of the stuff, I feel like I really don't care about Gnomeville so much. I would have preferred almost if they were like all right next to each other. I know they all are right next to each other, but I mean like almost in a circle or something. Alright, and then I see one more exhibit down here, I think. Unless it wraps around the block, but I don't believe it does. Oh, there's more gnomes. See, this is more what I was talking about, how I would have preferred a tightly knit circular setup. So you've got back there a big gnome on top of the building. Then you've got a mixture of trees, a couple of gnomes that are holding signs. So that one says gnome place I'd rather be. And you've got a gnome house. Kind of looks like a gingerbread house. And then that looks like the end of it. So we did get one guy who snuck around the gate somehow over there. It's pitch black in the camera view, so you can't see him, but that should be it. Oh, and on the sign over there it does say Happy Holidays. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you liked this tour of Nela Park, feel free to hit the like button. Give us a subscribe. Tell us in the comments about your previous experiences at Nela Park, and we will see you next time.